Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jannu tribe. We're here on the middle island, looking over at Isla, who is currently heavily pregnant and getting ready to have another, hopefully very interesting looking baby. She already has had Dado here, and I am so in love. I came back in and I just looked over the entire island, and of all of the creatures we currently have in the Jannu tribe, this amazing little baby girl just kept drawing my eyes. She is just so fascinating. Look at that dark coloring. She kind of reminds me a little bit of a red panda right now. I think that's really what I keep seeing in her, is a lot of a red panda look. And she's so interesting because she also has the venomous fangs. She has these beautiful green eyes, red ram horns. The red antlers and the red horns have often been a sign of beauty among the Jannu tribe. And I just really want to see what she can do, especially with that amazing collecting ability, those long fingers, so that she has excellent nimble fingers for picking a bunch of berries. And I'm really interested to see what Dado does, and the only drawback on her is the sadness that she has short-sighted eyes, but I think we'll be able to cope okay with that. And anyway, because she'll just have to sit next to a berry bush. Oh, and I totally forgot how Dusk here has the amazing red ram horns too. This is going to be quite fun. And Dusk is keeping an eye on Koklama, who is just sitting inside of this river. We really need to get more creatures, and thank you guys so much for explaining how the koi fish, I don't see any koi fish, I see a couple fish right there, but thank you for explaining how the koi fish, I found one, work. And so the koi fish and the crabbits, the crabs that keep scuttling along the beaches, will actually die of old age, which makes it possible for any creature to collect them. But if I want to harvest from the koi fish, you can get a ton of food from them as long as you have above fishing level 3 or 4 is what I was reading. So we're going to try to get our fishing level up so that we can fish from the many streams and riversides that we have over here. And we are also going to try to start conquering the trees. That is going to be one of our next goals as the Jannu tribe, is exploring each and every one of the trees that we have over here, especially if you guys remember poor old grandma. Oh, there she is, the old grandma that we ran into as one of the stray creatures wandering around the island. Did manage to collect quite a few nuts and quite a few berries over here, and there are a few berry bushes that we found while running from the predator through the high grasses. The high grasses really didn't seem to have a lot though, but I would love to get some creatures put up on top of the tree stumps. And a lot of you guys actually said that the tree stumps are great to have a watcher with digger paw go on top of, so that then you can have your little digger paw sit on top of a tree stump and keep an eye out for predators and anything else mysterious rustling in the grasses, and then dig around them and gather up a whole bunch of roots while they wait. So I think that sounds like a great idea, especially because we don't even have digger paw in the Jannu tribe just yet. So we've got a lot to do. We have a whole bunch of little tasks to do, but I will admit, I think I'm kind of getting a little antsy to push for exploring the island. And then if there's nothing too dramatic that we find on this island, I really want to come over. Hey, stay back, bird, stay back. We'll protect our little babies. I want to come over and I want to go to the final island. So far, none of the tribes we have ever had have made the journey to the final island, and I'm really becoming tempted at the idea of being able to do so. I think if we do that, we probably want to have some toxic body, we probably want to have some of the venomous fangs, and we probably want to have some really powerful, aggressive creatures with absolutely great attack, lots of claws out, maybe prickly body, who knows. We need to make sure to have all of the possible traits that we can attack with. And it just occurred to me, do you guys know if predators can actually swim in the water? Because maybe if we take some swimming creatures over to the next island and they can jump into the water to get out of the way, maybe we'll be able to save ourselves like that too. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. So don't forget, we have lots of little family groups currently scattered around, including Anna kind of keeping an eye out with her family. Rokunu, I believe, is actually her father. Whoops, let's see. Family tree. Oh, the family tree has shrunk so much. It's so weird to lose the family lines as the generations go by. We have a lot of creatures alive right now, though. And in the future, maybe next update, we'll have to see. Possibly not next update, actually. But in the future, it would be really fun to host a 100 generation challenge in niche. So we'll have to remember that, and we might have to consider that in the future. Maybe we'll start with a special live stream so that we can get the live stream up and going for you guys to enjoy, and we can begin our 100 generation challenge then. But for now, we're going to focus on the Jannu tribe. So let's see. Dado, oh man, she's just really stunning, isn't she? There's something very, very enchanting about her. I think that we will definitely have her take over some of the berry bushes and hopefully find a good spot somewhere. I think over here on the island would be good for her. There's several berry bushes nearby. There's a tree she can help collect from. But anyway, Rokunu, I'm pretty sure if I can find him in this giant pile of creatures. Yes, Rokunu does have Kukima, and he's got Vanvanku as his children. And Vanvanku is actually down here next to his dad, and they are keeping an eye out for the clamshells and other things that come into the waters. So we do have the waterfall nest busy with a few creatures over here having adorable new babies like Kukima, and he does have fishing 3. Yes! All right, we'll have to see if he can eat a koi fish. Kukima, whoa, hi there, Kukima. We are going to see if you can eat some koi fish, my little one. It should be very exciting. And then we do have Mother's Roost occupied as usual with a various assortment of babies and genetic experiments happening over there. We do have Mido. A lot of you guys may remember Mado even. And she is running around with her mate Neuro, and they are trying to find hopefully a nest somewhere over here. Is that a nest? No, that's just a savanna spot. But they're looking for a nest somewhere near the tree so that they can start bringing in some of the antlered creatures around the trees with the nuts so that we can really start harvesting from there. I think that the trees with the nuts are going to provide a much better food source than I have been utilizing them as so far. And finally, as far as all the little story pockets go, we have Sienna, who has a parasitic leech. Where? Sienna, is it on your back? Where's the parasitic leech? When did you pick that up? You can't die now. Don't let it get you. Your children will help out. Racina is actually her niece and born, well, kind of, yeah, her niece and half daughter, I guess, if you want to consider it like that. But she was born to the rogue wandering male who met Sienna and her sister, and they ended up having his children, Ravari and Racina, and we're going to try to send these girls over to join the main family tribe. They don't really have any particular genetics that we're super excited about, except for maybe the eye immunity gene. And we'll have to watch out for that blind eyes, but we want to try to keep them alive long enough to make it. Sienna, be careful. I didn't realize you'd picked up parasites from who knows where. And she's had kind of a depressing nest this whole time with all of these dead bodies clustered around her, including her sisters. That's her sister right there. Rest in peace, little one. But all right, let's go ahead and get started, including exploring this tide pool. I almost forgot about it. And let's pop over to Mother's Roost and see what happens with all of these babies that are about to be born. Oh my gosh. Lalame, what? Lamila, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Look at that movement too. She is going to just dash all over the place. Again, terrible attack. We really are just like a bunch of squishy, soft-bodied little deer rabbits, like ripe for the picking of any predator that wants to come by and try to eat us. But she can move very quickly, so at least she can run away, and she has okay collecting and a teensy bit of swimming. And otherwise, she's pretty healthy. She's healthy across the board. Normal eyesight. She has opposing immunity, so she doesn't have doubled up immunity. She's got normal blood clotting. No paw. Oh, and she has spiky body recessive. Ooh. So, Lamila, you go ahead and relax for a little while. And that's more like it. Yes, we finally have a tiny warrior. A teeny tiny striped warrior has been born. Look at her. She's awesome. Koriko. We're going to name her Coco or Cory. Let's name her Cory. There we go. I like that name. And she can do a teensy bit of fishing because of her claw ability. She can't do any collecting. She's spiky too? Oh my gosh, where's those little spikes? Oh, I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Itty bitty teeny little spikes. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so Cory here has a spiky body and she's got a lot of strength. She is going to be able to take on, oh no, and she has short-sighted eyes. So close. C and B immunity though, so that's fantastic. That's because Izanako was one of the creatures that we really wanted to breed. she was the best friend of our little orca, if you remember that family over by the waterfall tribe. But we brought her over here to Mother's Roost to try to get her to have a child as quickly as possible so that we could pass on that sea immunity gene. So that is really awesome to see. Even if she did inherit her mother's eyesight, hopefully we'll be able to pass the sea immunity gene down, and we will be able to pass down whatever Izanako's memories are from her old tribe, and maybe she can instill some of those warrior knowledges. We have a new little warrior princess born, and hopefully she can become a warrior queen, and we're going to use her to start launching off on a stronger, even more powerful group of creatures who can defend us and maybe even help us survive on the final island. So that's excellent to see. Maybe Dado's children and Izanako's children will end up, or not Izanako, but Kori's children. Yeah, they could probably have some really healthy children. Not together, unfortunately. But they could probably have some pretty healthy children, given enough time. So that's really good. Rovanta here is still growing up, so he's got to be a little bit patient. But he is a healthy baby, who actually would make a good mate for Kori over here. He's got normal eyesight, so their children would hopefully have his eyes. He does have stripes as well, so we could keep our warriors striped. And I should probably start working on mutating some of the different fur types, to be honest, so that we can have different colors. Because wouldn't it be really cool to make our warriors certain colors and just differentiate them from the gathering line and the deer line of our family? I think that would be pretty fun. And then what else does he have? He's got runner's legs and healthy blood clotting, good hind legs, a swimming tail. He can also do a little bit of collecting, so I'll send him over here so he can just hang out with this little baby group. And then Kirnu here is actually one of our babysitters. Well, what else can he do? He can do a little fishing and a little cracking, and he's really good at swimming. Maybe I should send him, now that we have some of them. Oh, there's a crabbit. There's a crabbit. Can we fight him? Can we do anything about this? I'm gonna actually leave Nukuvan. Actually, Nukuvan, can you get him? Yes! Okay, those two can work on getting the crabbit, and we just need to make sure that if Isanako passes away soon, then Kori can come, and she can't swim, so I can't get her in the water, but she could learn the ways of fighting by... That's how she would actually learn, I think, is she'll duel crabbits. We'll have our little future warrior queen duel up against and have some fisticuff fighting with the crabbits, and that's how she can learn to defend her tribe. That would be adorable. All right, we're going to keep Dado nearby. I think she can at least move over here for now. And then we've got Dusk over here. So I'm going to let Dusk collect from these. Oh, there's a bunny. There's a bunny. Go get it, Roku. Roku, why do you have a cold? Why, Roku? And then Duke. I wonder why I made him. Did I do that so he's a scout? I don't remember why I changed all the colors on him. I'm gonna have to remember why I altered some of their coloration. Gonna move him over here, and then Kok Lama can actually just focus on gathering up these fish because the fish don't really move, thank goodness. And over here, little Kuima. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Hang on. Okay, we have a predator, you guys. I think I need to deal with this. Thankfully, Rivera and Masiri actually have pretty good fighting ability. So let's come in. Oh, predator's gone now. That wasn't so hard. Good job, ladies. I knew, and I just destroyed that bush. Why did I just destroy that bush? Masiri, why did you do that? You guys both have beautiful green eyes, though. I will admit I'm a little biased to the green eyes. All right. And Sikora is going to come over. I guess we'll just focus. We're going to start focusing on exploring more because, oh, look at the koi fish. If only I could get those koi fish. That is going to be your job, little one. We're going to start telling him bedtime stories here in the nest about the beautiful koi fish. In fact, we'll send him over. He can stand next to his, I guess, sister. I'm not sure how Simi is related to him, but he can stand next to her. And we'll have Okima. Okima, should I have you have more children? Maybe. Oh, man. They would have some interesting kids. Okima, I should probably wait until I have somebody who's not related. Actually, Vanku and Okima might have some interesting babies. So I might wait. She has blue eyes. I would love to have blue eyes on my, like, aquatic mermaidy orcas. That would be really fun. So I might wait for him to grow up, actually. All right, and I'm gonna... Whoops, no! You're supposed to get out of there. Rana! You were supposed to go get into the nest and have your baby. But I mean, if she wanted some fish before having her baby, I'm not going to question it. Maybe this is relaxing on like her poor, tired, pregnant feet. Her poor, tired, pregnant paws just standing in there. All right, and then we are over here with Vanku. Can he do anything? He has spiky body. He doesn't have cracking, so he cannot open up anything. He does have attack, so he can kind of help with the crabbits. And his dad, Rokunu, can come over and start searching for clams. Anna is actually really, really, really good at collecting. And she can swim. She cannot breathe underwater, though, so I need to be careful with her. And because she's so good at collecting, maybe I should start sending her... I think I might send her inland so that she can actually help out over there with exploring. So we'll send her up here. Simi is good at collecting, so I'm going to move her back over here so she can help out with that berry bush. And then, of course, back here we have Mamila. And Mamila is actually doing a lot of exploring over here. We'll gather up those nuts. I was hoping the fish would stay, but they are not. And she can swim underwater. So we could try to chase the fish down, but I don't think we'll bother. We'll just start exploring some of the berry bushes over here. All right, and let's see if we can get Mito a nice spot to rest. We'll move her over here and she can gather up these berries while we'll have him scooch around here and start searching for a nest. So Nuro and Mito, I kind of really love their story too, as they rush through the grasses and collect up some berries. They're sort of pulling away from the sea after so many generations of the Jannu tribe being completely focused on the ocean. Now we're trying to conquer the trees. So that is our goal there. All right, and back off, you big old bird. I'm keeping an eye on you. And I think that Siana is trying to explain to the children how to watch out for that bird. Because, I mean, look at that. Isn't that ominous? I would feel so threatened if this was like my little family. I mean, look at this. How are they supposed to... I mean, look, I would be so scared. I would be like, don't worry, children. I won't let them get it. I won't let it get you. I won't. All right, hang in there, guys. Hopefully everything will be okay. Ravari, I'm going to try to take care of you. Rosina, you can't swim, but I'll move you down here so we can start attacking the crabbit. There we go. And we'll teach them how to eat crabbit on this tiny little spit of a little bit of land that's covered in graves. They're growing up amidst bones, and that's kind of concerning to me. All right, let's go back over and see how our warrior princess is doing. We've got a lot of creatures, actually. I might need to rein that in a little bit. Isla, who has so far given birth... Oh, and Isla gave birth to Lamella, who is really your traditional beauty in the Jannu tribe. No pattern, green eyes. She's got the red antlers. She sort of reminds me of Pine Forest. And that reminds me... Oh, I can't wait for future updates because there's going to be jungles, and there's going to be snowy biomes. Oh, and you can find like frozen genetics hidden inside of glaciers. We're going to have such an amazing time, you guys. I really love following each tribe for all of the special perks that each update has. And they're already testing out nest building, so you could build your own nest. That would be quite interesting. All right, but I think big-eared, beautiful Isla is just going to stay here and guard the babies. So we're not going to move too far from the babies everywhere. And my only pregnant female decided she wanted to sit inside of a waterfall instead of go fish. So let's go ahead and let the day pass. Okay, I heard Dodomingos. I heard a predator. Are these two sisters going to have to beat up another predator? Because I don't think they're... Oh, nope. That was just a bunny. Did someone run into a predator? Oh, yes. Someone did run into a predator. Roku, get him. Okay, thankfully Roku does have the poisonous fangs, like venomous fangs, so he can bite him a couple times and then run for it. And Roduke, I meant to just have him explore, but I think maybe Roku ran up to him and it was like, there's a predator coming, and Roduke is like, okay, I'm going to hide in the grasses then. No, Roduke, you don't have camouflage yet. That comes in another future update. All right, and how? Oh no, Corey, you lost your parent. Oh, I'm so sorry, little one. Okay, is a bird nearby? There's no birds nearby, so I'm gonna have Corey come over here. I'm gonna have Isla come down here so that she can take care of all of the babies. Look at this. She's just got a whole nursery full of itty bitty babies. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Corey. Maybe this is when Ravanta and Corey can start bonding and dreaming about taking care of and protecting the tribe. I imagine that's the last thing that Corey's mother said to her, because she is the strongest creature in the entire Jannu tribe now, and maybe she's going to take it very seriously as her mother's final words to watch over and protect the tribe. So I'm going to change her icon to red, actually, and I'm going to try to make sure I use the red icons as the good fighters. I don't remember why I changed Duke's icons to red, so I'm going to swap them back to green. And no, Duke. Don't change your name or else you'll never have it back, I promise you. Look, now you're Duke. You're supposed to be Duke. There we go. But yeah, we'll start changing the colors. The ones who can swim underwater, I will change to blue, and that will really help me remember, okay, these ones can go underwater, these ones can't, and start keeping them a little bit safer. All right, let's see if we can get this crabbit. There we go. Nice little bit of crabbit to eat. And Nukrovan, I guess you could do a little exploring now. We'll have to see. And then Kirnu, what am I going to do with you? He can go fishing and he can do cracking. So I might have him come, and I just want to start spreading my creatures out a little bit more so that we can start getting more visual on where the clams start showing up. And like there's a clam over here, for instance. And let's see, Rokunu can also go underwater because he has underwater breathing ability. And there's a crab. All right, we might go get that crab in a minute. There's the ocean-faring bunnies. I have no idea why there's so many ocean-faring bunnies. But yeah, I just want to keep an eye on different parts. And there's more clams and crabbits. I want to be able to keep a better eye on different parts of our land, and you almost need more creatures in order to do that now. All right, and Reina is going to finally move her gigantic skinny body and pregnant belly into the nest so she can go ahead and have her child. And then let's come over, and I think that little Kukima is actually going to stand next to the... Oh, there's a koi fish! Kukima, that right there, that is what you are going to learn how to attack. That is what you are going to learn how to collect. Simi can tell you all about them. And we're going to have Okima. I think Okima can attack things, so she can actually come down and we could have her attack some of the crabbits. Or not the the crabbits. That will help out. All right, we'll have her do that. I'm going to have Dusk stand up here, and he actually has really wonderful children. I'm pretty sure Dusk is the father, if I find him. There we go. Yeah, Dusk is the father of Dado, who I think is stunning. So I'm going to have Dusk go ahead and move over here, and they can get ready to have another baby. In fact, if I move everybody correctly... Hopefully, are we still protected? I don't think we're protected, but hopefully everybody will live for a moment while we've got all of our babies gathered around Mother's Roost for a moment. All right, then let's come over here. Are there still fish to gather? There sure are. Oh my gosh. Koklama. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna name her Llama, because that is really hard to say whatever name I picked for her before. And there's more koi fish skittering by, so I can't wait until we can start having our little koi fish hunter, Kukima, go after the koi fish. That'll be very satisfying. All right, so back on to the note of looking for nest. Let's have Neuro. Is that a predator? Is that a predator trying to come for Mito? I would really prefer if maybe the predators could leave Mito alone. Let's see if there's anything over this way. No, nothing this way that really indicates a nest, but Neuro is doing his best. How did he get a leech? He did get a leech. Oh, this tide pool had a leech in it, but this also looks like, wow, this isn't a tide pool. This is just, oh wait, there's like a teensy bit of water in there. That's interesting. This would be a good spot for a digger paw. Oh my goodness, they would just have the time of their life over here. All right, and speaking of which, let's come over here. The bird is still nearby, but it's starting to fly away, looking for easier prey. And we'll come over, Racina. Let's go ahead. And we have finally got a little bit of food. So Racina has learned how to do a little bit of hunting. Look at that! And Rarari is old enough to start traveling around the place too. Wonderful. We can get the family on the move. So we'll start moving them towards the mainland. So okay, come on, Racina. We're going to start scooching the girls towards the mainland, and we'll have to see if maybe some of the boys who bump into them decide that they're quite attractive, or if Neuro hears rumor of what seems to be the only other nest on the island and invites Mito over there. So, and also we've got a predator down here to take care of. Is that everybody? Almost. Then we have Anna, and I really want to have Anna move up here and start taking care of this bush. And then I'm going to have Sikora just scooch up, and we're just going to start exploring more over there. Mimila is going to go ahead and discover that bush and collect from it. And then, yeah, I think Rivera is also just in the same boat as a lot of her family where, oh, there's a bunny burrow, where she's ready to have clear paths and ready for the family to be able to start traveling this island a little bit better and really conquering the island. And as you can see our creatures sweeping up to the north, we're really clearing it away very quickly. So it's going to start boiling down to the very early roots of what's going on over here with Corey, and putting a lot of hopes on Corey and hoping that she'll be able to have lots of warrior children with the claw ability and the ability to take on the predators on the next island. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out. All right, let's do one more day to see what these two beautiful pregnant bellies turn out with. Oh my. All right, so there's a fight going on up there that we'll take care of in just a second. But we have, oh my gosh. Rihanna Ala is basically the epitome of beauty, just like her mother, Isla. We're going to name her Isana because I think she is considered extremely gorgeous by Jannu standards, and each and every tribe, I love how we have different ways that the tribe thinks that different members are so pretty, but she definitely would count because she's got the green eyes, she's got the no pattern fur, and she's got the beautiful red ram horns, and she's also got really great collecting ability. So we're starting to churn out a lot more of the collectors. No, she's got short-sighted eyes. Where the heck did that come from? We had so many things right, and then Dusk, you passed on the short-sighted eyes. Why? Oh, and just normal ears. But she's very, very pretty. So I'm really happy to have her on board after all. And then let's see. Rovanta, you're probably going to become the mate of little Corey down there. Already planning the kid's wedding, I suppose. And then let's see. Nukuvan, I'm going to get you over here so that you two can start playing Crabbit Tango and tackling those crabbits. They really are a lot of work to start attacking, though. All right, I can't gather up that, unfortunately. Can you help me out, Rokunu? Yeah, he could. Can anybody get this? Yeah, we can collect up that. And Rokunu, you can come over, and you can help out with the crabbits. There we go. And there we go. So now we've successfully harvested up a couple crabbits. It's a lot of moves to do that, though. And did we mutate yellow fur? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, now we need to mutate yellow fur, and we should hopefully get a new fur color. All right, so continuing on into the forest, really. We've spent so much time dabbling in this beach that it'll be kind of nice to conquer the inside of the island. Oh my gosh! You're so cool looking! Nuclear. I wonder if Nuclear should end up being the mate of little Corey. Corey, I may have a couple mates for you to pick from, my dear. So you have C and B immunity and G and B. Darn, their immunity is a little bit similar, but Nuclear, he looks so cool, doesn't he? I did not expect, look at his mother. I did not expect a spiky body clawed creature with black antlers to come up from here, but I want to have those black antlers on the spiky body in Corey's line, and the claws, of course. So you, little Nukier, may end up becoming Corey's mate. Look at that. He has now become the second strongest creature in the entire Jannu tribe. All right, wonderful to see. And we finally have little Kukima. Can he collect up? He got the koi fish! That was awesome! He was able to collect up from the koi fish because he's finally gotten big enough to. But it was a little more anticlimactic than I thought because it was just one koi fish. All right, let's do some exploring over here. We definitely need to have some of the family move this way so that we can start collecting from the trees. This is awkwardly placed with the rock in the way, but there are a bunch of fish if we have a fishing creature as well. And then we do need to deal with this predator down here. I've been ignoring him too much, and I don't think he appreciates that. Oh, and Roku got really attacked. He didn't just come into view. He attacked us pretty severely. Let's see if we can... Oh, well, that was pretty easy. Roku, maybe we should have just had you do that from the beginning. And then let's go ahead and Duke, his kind of cowardly brother, is going to give him some licks to try to help him feel better. And you know what else we haven't found? We haven't found that healing plant on this island yet either. Huh. All right, let's have Neuro start heading back up to his mate. What? What? An H male who looks like that? Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got something new lurking behind us. Oh my goodness. Sorry, buddy, you're just running into my males over here. But, oh my gosh. A nest! Oh my gosh. Mito, it's very exciting. Jump on in, my dear. Oh my goodness. So Mito has just found a nest. She needs to pluck leeches off of Neuro's side. We have an H male who actually looks kind of stunning. How dare you, sir? How dare you look so beautiful? He's got the C immunity gene once more. He's got a beige mane. He's got blue eyes. He's got black fur, double no paw. Double no paw. How do you even have any strength? Oh no. Okay, we can rename him. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna name him Midnight. I had no idea that you could rename them when you don't have them as members of your tribe and they're H males. That is so cool. All right, Midnight, you can roam around. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with him. Are we gonna chase him off with a good bite from venomous fangs? We probably should, but he's really amazing looking. Of course he would show up now. Oh no. And she passed away. I'm so sorry, Rarari. Your mother just, it was so sudden. Racina is just gonna come over. I wonder, you know what I want to do? I kind of want to have these two girls go meet with the H male, and we're just gonna see what kind of genetics end up getting mixed around. We'll just have the children of the H male, and their descendants are always going to be on this little island, and it won't be like it's sort of like they choose to be there. This is just the only home they've ever known. I mean, look, they're gonna help each other collect up this crabbit and have some food. So I might let the girls go and meet with Midnight and see what happens. But oh my gosh, this is getting kind of exciting. It already was exciting, but now it's like really, really exciting. All right, and meanwhile, Masiri remembers that it is very important for the sake of the tribe, as they slowly but surely start remembering there is more to land than just water. There's actually land. But they're starting to remember that. So Masiri and her sister Rivera, who are very, very meticulous and very, very careful, are quickly clearing away a lot of the grasses so that you can actually travel from different parts of the island to deeper within the island. And we're going to have Llama over here. Let's see. She's a good fisher. So I was actually having her look at those koi fish. All right. I know where I'm going to be moving you, Kukima. But we're going to have little Llama come up along here. She can also breathe underwater. So, in fact, why don't I just have her sort of sit? Oh my gosh. I could just have her, like, walk up and down the walkway, and we could see what kind of fish pop up in the stream, or walk up and down the creek side, and she could just sit in there and keep an eye on the fish in the stream. That would be kind of interesting. All right, and Reina, I'm not going to move you too far, but I just wanted to see if there were any clams showing up, because I think she's eager to get back in the water. She can also breathe underwater, so I'm going to make sure she has the proper markings for that. And then Simi, who can't see very well, is just going to, like, quietly and happily sit right there, sort of keeping an eye on the waterfall, because it tends to generate a lot of fish. So, whew. All right, we've still got a lot to cover and a lot to do, but I think I'm finally getting my steam like really picked up. We're starting to explore pretty actively. We're going to start pushing our way around the trees. We're going to start with this tree for sure, and something tells me that Mito and her children, oh, she's actually a pretty good fighter. But something tells me that Mito and her children are going to take over here, and we may have the spit snout daughters of the rogue males end up just claiming this area as their own and sort of being like the outcast group without you know, it's not like the Jannu tribe even knows about them. So they're just kind of like the mysterious strangers who live over on that part of the island. And I definitely want to see, it'd be really interesting too to see if you only more or less have the rogue males provide your genetics for this area, what would the children look like with only a few of the other creatures tossed over there just to keep the line going. That would be interesting to see. All right, lots and lots of stories starting to unfold. Who knows what else we are going to see, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.